6 of the smartest people who ever lived never met each other. Different countries, different centuries. One was a physicist, one was a painter, one raised beetles for fun. And yet, if you look closely at what they actually did times, not what they knew, but what they did times, 3 of them are doing the exact same thing on the exact same day, 400 years apart. That's not a coincidence, that's a formula. And by the end of this video, you'll know it. Nikola Tesla built entire machines in his head, full motors, running, spinning, wearing down, and only built the real thing once the mental version worked. Einstein used to sit still and imagine chasing a beam of light, no equipment, just his own mind, running the experiment. Leonardo da Vinci filled thousands of notebook pages, jumping between anatomy, water, flight, and paint, never staying in one lane long enough to get bored. Aristotle taught while walking laps with his students, moving between biology, ethics, and physics in the same afternoon like they were the same subject. Charles Darwin had a personal rule. The moment he found a fact that times disagreed times with his own theory, he had to write it down immediately, because he knew his own brain would try to forget it. And Charlie Munger built what he called a lattice work, borrowing tools from every field he could find, then using the one no one else thought to bring. 6 lives, 1 repeated move, showing up over and over. First, they rehearsed inside their own heads before touching reality. Tesla and Einstein weren't just imaginative, they were running full simulations, building the machine, testing it, breaking it, fixing it, all before a single tool touched a single part. Most of us skip straight to doing. They practice times, thinking it through times as its own separate skill, and that skill is trainable. It's the 5 minutes before you start a hard task where you actually picture how it goes wrong. Second, they refuse to stay in one lane. Da Vinci and Aristotle didn't treat art, biology, and physics as separate boxes. They treated them as one connected toolkit. And this is where Munger comes back in, because he did the same thing 300 years later with economics and psychology. When your brain only knows one subject, you only have one way to attack a problem. When it knows 5, a dead end in one field turns into a shortcut borrowed from another. Third, and this is the one almost nobody does, they went looking for the version of themselves that was wrong. Darwin's rule wasn't optional. It was a defense against his own brain, because he knew correctly that people naturally remember the facts that agree with them and quietly drop the ones that don't. Munger ran the same defense. Before he trusted an opinion, he'd argue the other side of it first. Genius isn't the absence of being wrong. It's catching yourself being wrong before the world does it for you. So there it is. Rehearse it in your head first. Refuse to stay in one lane and go hunting for the proof that you're wrong. None of these 3 require talent. They require doing them on purpose, on a Tuesday when nobody's watching, which is exactly what 6 strangers, 4 centuries apart, all quietly decided to do. So which one have you never actually tried?